Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we're gonna be learning how to make a Bishop from X-Men, and the artist's name is Lucas Zukowski, and I hope I'm not butchering his name. Guys, let me tell you about him. He is a really good artist. I really like you guys to check him out. If you like, do follow his account. And so let's dive in to make this character. As usual, I'm gonna be working with sphere. And for his head, I'm gonna be using sphere, and you guys can see he is similar to Thanos just because of the face expression, like shape by the chin, right? So what I did, I just pulled some mesh out and I pushed some mesh in, and for the nose, I use sphere again, quite similar to our previous models. But in this video, we'll be having a different techniques to work with. Once we get done with the body shape itself, once we have to work on the belts on sides, or for the beard, mustache, and the mark on his right eye, you will see we use a little bit different techniques in this video. As usual, what I say in all of my videos, first go for his silhouette, then dive into the details, right? And what I like to do in my models, I like to make first head. When the head is really well done, you guys can see your character coming out really nice and really good. All right, well, I want to say you something about the eye. In this character, what I wanted to do, I wanted to try something new. Not new, but new in our channel. You can see he have eyelids quite strong, quite visible. So what I thought, I can make a sphere and cut it out the eye section, eyelids. So that's what I did here. But you can see there is some problems going on with the eye itself. So what I did, I just subdivided it, and then I did the same technique. You guys can see, you guys can follow step by step if you want to. And guys, if you think the video is quite speed or quite not detailed enough to understand, do let me know in the comment box below. I'll make a longer video, or should I say a proper tutorial step by step, so you guys can follow. But it will be lengthy, so keep that in mind, and do let me know if you guys are really into for long videos, for long sessions. I don't mind to make a long videos. Just do let me know. Now for the lips, what I did here, I just pulled some mesh out and give some details. Now here it was something was wonky going on, so I just tried again. It worked for the mirror because some mesh was hidden. So that's why it was making that kind of a mess. Now you can see our face is not exactly, because I don't want to do the exact same thing. I want to give my own style into it. And this is not I'm doing for myself. I'm just trying to show you guys how you guys can achieve this kind of models or techniques. These techniques are mine, so you guys can see how do I do it. If you guys do like it, if you guys are interested in my techniques, please do the exact same things, or do the best you guys can, able to do whatever you guys follow. If you guys follow your own techniques, good. If you guys follow someone else's techniques, that's good. If you guys like my technique, I'll be happy to show more. And for the hair, what I did here, I just you'll see a different technique I didn't show in before, previous videos. It's a new technique which I didn't show in my previous videos, right? I told that already. Why am I repeating myself? So what I did in the hair structure here, I subdivided my face multiple times. So I'll have dense mesh, right? Then I masked the area, extruded that area. Then you have two, like for the hair itself, you will have a thickness of the hair, right? So you guys can mask the bottom area of that hair, and the top area you can like manipulate as you like. Let me just show it's better. I'm comfortable with that mask. Then what I do here, I'll hide the lower. Yeah, this is the upper area visible. Then I mask the area which I wanted to be close to his head. Then I did the inflate for the hair. Here what I did, I just wanted to have a flat top, quite like that, right? Then I just see what looks nice for the hair itself. Then when I feel like it's good enough, then I went like, okay, then just polish it out, smooth it out, do whatever it makes it looks better. And this technique is for the hair like this. Same thing goes for the eyebrows. Whenever you think it's not enough for the mesh, you can subdivide it. Since you have the basic, like base of the face itself. If you don't have the base itself for the work, then I'll never suggest you guys to work on higher subdivisions, because it can be hard to work. And here I'm just giving a little bit beard and mustache style. You guys can see I'm just trying with the mask and unmask mask just to have that area like properly. And the good technique is to work on straight lines if you have a pattern like this. Little bit reshaping here and there. Once you have the face itself, the basic shape of the head, right? Then in the end you can see how does it look. Since you have lower subdivisions to work with, you can manipulate or correct your mesh anytime in the course itself, like whenever you feel like, even in the end, if you feel like no, his head is wonky or like not in the same shape as the reference, you guys can work on that, as well as if you have started from the lower subdivisions. If you guys are working on higher subdivisions without the lower subdivisions, then you're screwed. You can't work with that. So I keep suggesting you guys to keep your subdivisions fairly low to work. Now you can see it's getting a little bit clustered over there just because of it's a quite like a sharp area to work. Either you can have it completely different, then extrude it back inside, or you can just work with the same like the previous one. Once you're done with it, I'll suggest you to keep your subtools for head, keep in one folder for the head itself. Then what I did here, I just take one more sphere for the neck. Since you guys hardly you can see his neck, so doesn't matter what size you have kept for the neck, it just have to be a proper shape, a basic shape, not too high or too defined one. Yeah, this is going to be his torso and his abdominal area, so I didn't have to add much detail, as you can see. So I didn't bother to add one more sphere for his abdominal area, for rib cages, not like that, I don't want to. So I just went with the like one sphere to add other details. Now you can see from his back reference, the shoulder blades are quite visible, so I wanted to give that look, as well as for the, even though he gonna be wearing a scarf, so his collarbone is not quite visible, but still it's better to give a basic detail of the like body, right? And this is going to be his shoulders, as well as his complete hand, except fist. You guys can see I just pushed some mesh out for the biceps. Alright, for this character, why I did that, it's quite simple, because the bicep is not that visible in this character itself, so I keep in one sphere. And in my previous video I didn't show this technique to work with, because it will, how should I keep that, it will be draining your energy for the biceps, plus like for shoulder working on that. Why? Because it will get merged, like it will be, whenever you're trying to smooth or whenever you're trying to do ZBrush, it will get back to that shoulder and bicep will get merged again and again and again. It's kind of a pain. So that's why I keep different spheres. And guys, the techniques can be changed depending on the character pose, character itself. So don't stick to the same process again and again, since it depends completely on the character itself. Now here what happened is, like, I have lost the shoulder and bicep itself. By accidentally I deleted that. So I went again and back and made it one more time. So guys, remember, if you guys are working, be careful to delete the subjects, like subtools. If you delete once, there is no going back. It's the same technique which we have done previous, and just keep in mind to delete, which not to delete and which to delete, because it can be a headache sometimes, or you might lose the entire data. So keep that in your mind. Now don't be like, if you guys wanted to give a hand gesture, like to move it in a way you want it to, and it's not working easily, so I'll suggest you guys to polygroup it, then work with it. That in this case, in that way, you will be able to control it much better, since we have two polygroups. You can hide it anytime you want it to, and you can give much more detail, I'll say that, to give it, like, if you have, like, as you can see here, for biceps it's a different polygroup, and for the forearms there is a different polygroup. I can give much more crisp area, and sometimes it gets into it, hide the entire, just keep that a pinch one, it's getting interact, right? So keep that one in, like, visible, smooth it out from inside, that will be easy to work with. And here the same thing, I'm gonna keep like controlling the mesh here and there. Since I want to make a legs, first thing I want to make is going to be his crotch area or pelvis. Now legs, I measure legs with the like hole from face to the crotch, how lengthy it is. So I'll give roughly that size, and with that size you can have from the leg, from the starting of the leg till your ankles. For foot there will be a different subtool. Now you can see I'm giving a little bit detail, then I will be smoothing out. There is a reason behind it, and in that way I'll know where I'm gonna be placing his knee, his calves, his thighs, or other details. Then you can add your clothing details, your whatever your details you need to add, you can add those details later on. And if you guys are watching my videos, you know by now how do I make my foot, like shoes, foot, whatever you want to. It's quite easy. I have tried like 1,000 times this technique and it works every single time. And guys, again, if you guys have a problem to follow these steps, do let me know. I'll give one more video, the same one in a full length, whatever I have done in a real time. Alright, do let me know if you guys are interested in that. And here what I did, I just kept the whole body without the face, and I did merge visible. It will give you in another art subtool palette, right? You can work on that. Here you can give it like merge it out with Dynamesh. All right, once you're done with that, with the duplicate one, you can go lower subdivisions and project the details. You'll have those details, and then you can like tune it up. You can give more details, you can give whatever you have like a concept, you can give more details in that. You can see if once you have the basic shapes like blockout, if the blockout is like if it's good, the blockout is good, you guys can make any character you wanted to, no matter how difficult it is. Once you have the base is good, then rest of thing will be nice and it will be smooth, right, to work with. If you don't have your base is not good, your blockout is not good, then no matter how skillful you are, you can't work with it. No, let me scratch that. If you're a beginner, you can't work with that. If you're skilled enough, no matter what the situation you're in, you can work with it. And why am I doing here, and what am I doing here is simple. I'm just trying to keep a body in one subtool in a real good manner, which I can easily control, and it will be much better to work with it. All right, now this is going to be his scarf. So just give a rough shape. It doesn't need to be a proper at the beginning. Just give a rough shape, then add a little bit details. Once you're happy with the blockout of the scarf or any matter of that case, then you can get into the details. And guys, if you want to work in a sharp edges manner or something, you guys can use a ZBrush guide once you're done with the blackout. All right, then if you want to add much more detail to it, you can use a Z guide for the workflow of the edges, right? If you wanted to. Either way, you can work with the move brush, damp standard brush. Those brushes are fine to work with. If you have some requirement with that, you can use for Z remeasure guide. Why am I using Z remeasure guide here? Because just for the mesh to follow in the manner I want it to. You can see once I done the Z remeasure, it's getting me the detail what I want it to. And this is a curved flat snap. What it will give you, if you need to add a belt or anything like that in a manner, you can easily create that. This is just for the belt details, nothing special or nothing like different technique I'm using here. Same old, same old. Now once you're gonna mirror that, you need to check if your character is in asymmetrical pose, you need to adjust that. If it's symmetrical, you don't have to worry about that. Now this is going to be his belt, so just need to keep it pretty enough to work with. You guys can use this or you guys can use cylinder itself, but I feel like I should use in this video. I need to explain you new techniques, new tools. Now you can see if I want to make a straight complete strap, I won't be able to, because since it is adding a different polygroups in the middle. So keep like 2 polygroups for the strap wherever you want to continue it. Now with that you will achieve what you're looking for. Then continue with the, like, definitely not going to be as you like at the first, so you need to add more detail to it. If you guys are not able to make it straight extrude, like a straight edge, no matter, you can polish with a polished crisp edge. It will give you the edge you're looking for, a crisp edge, right? Now I wanted to scale something for the physique, like body. I want to like match with the head itself. I feel like it was quite big or small, so you can adjust according to your taste, according to your concept. So I did here the same thing. You guys might be thinking like, why am I doing whole body paint and all those things? Still, I didn't have the like hands. You're right. I'll be adding it now. And this is the simplest way to have any hand. And if you guys want to make a little bit more detailed one, or a little bit more like what do you say, much defined one, I can make that, but it will take some much time, so it's already a lengthy video, so I didn't did for this one. If you guys want, I can make a video for that. Just do let me know if you guys, whatever you guys wanted to see next. What I did here is like first I make one hand. I'll give one if the both hands are in the same position, like they are fist out or something, like pointing someone or something, the same, both hands are same, I'll make one. If the character itself having one hand is like half open hand, or the another one is a fist or something like that, or he's holding gun or he's holding knife or anything, then you need to go back and make one more hand for the same thing. And here I did Dynamesh here for the hand. But you guys need to play with these settings for your taste, whatever you guys like. You guys don't like with the higher definition, or you guys are not comfortable to work with that, or you guys don't want it to go way too low. So you guys need to see what is good for you guys to work with. And you can see by accident I did Dynamesh again, so it's kind of a ruin. I can't even paint on that. So what I did, I just gave a rough shape, then I went back again and I bring it back the new one, and I did disable the Dynamesh on that. You can see I couldn't work that, so I went back and I did disable this time for the Dynamesh, and you can see, and I mirrored because we were working on the same hand, so thumbs are on the same for the direction wise. So I mirrored that, so it will be on the left hand side. For the eyes, it doesn't have any details, so I just painted the pinkish color, then white in middle. Alright, for this is going to be his hair, the ponytail. Basic thing, you just need to add sphere, then add a little bit details here and there, that's it. If you guys are still watching my video, do like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. Do share, comment down below whatever you guys want me to make next, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, watch other videos.